It's Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Welcome back to the Mom and Pop Video Shop. I'm Tyson.
I am Joel.
Happy New Year.
Indeed. Oh, I guess yeah. We're now 2 weeks into the new year. As we record way in advance, so it's very feasible that this got all shifted around. But we are presumably in the month of January.
Either way, it's winter time. You know what? It just dawned on me that my pick for maybe the first time in this
run of recordings
exactly is it's cold.
Okay,
it's a cold movie.
Okay,
so but this is another weekly rental recommendation review, whatever you're gonna call it. This one's from 1991. I'm curious to see if you've seen this one because this is like major. One of my top 5 C&D movies.
Okay.
From 1991.
91 cold movie. Okay.
Cold
Can you give me anything else before I look? Here, show the audience. Show the audience what it is.
Okay, and then I'm gonna give you an actor.
Okay, I'm not looking. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good.
Michael Biehn.
Oh, okay. Michael Biehn, 91.
Matt Craven.
Matt Craven. That's all you're gonna give me?
That's. I mean.
Is it Time Bomb? Which I haven't been.
No.
Okay. 91. Michael.
I'm on top of the world, Ma.
Dude, I got nothing.
K2.
I've never seen K2. I know K2. It's funny is I have K2. I think on Laserdisc.
Oh, awesome!
And I may have gotten that from Robbie. Now that I think about it,
awesome. This totally seems like a Robbie retro.
Yeah, I feel I'm not. Could be wrong. Sorry, Robbie, if you see this and I'm wrong and I'm misremembering all of that. But I think I have a Laserdisc. I think I may have gotten it for Robbie. I'm 92% sure.
K2, the ultimate high.
I know that movie. I never saw it.
28,000 feet. You're hanging on by your fingernails.
Let me rephrase.
The adrenaline alone.
I could have seen it. That could have been one of those like HBO movies.
Yeah, I could see that.
Where I saw it, but I don't remember like Jack Squad. There's several movies like that. I feel like Terminal Velocity.
I knew you were gonna bring all these up, and I'm gonna touch on all those.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like those that era
movies. Yeah.
And I know there's some of them I did see, and some of them I feel like I didn't, so I don't want to claim I did. Yeah. But then I'll start to watch them. I'll be like, wait a minute, this is
keep those in mind.
Okay.
Let me read from the back of this, and then we're gonna talk about those. So K2, the ultimate high. They call it the Savage Mountain. 27 people have perished trying to reach the summit on K2, the world's second highest peak. A U.S. climbing team funded by millionaire Claiborne is determined to conquer K2. When 2 original members are killed during a training session, they're replaced by Taylor and Harold. Their fierce rivalry and intense personal dislike place them in constant conflict with each other and the other team members. That's kind of bullshit, but split into 6 groups, the climbers assault the summit. Disaster strikes. Taylor and Harold are on their own. Now, they must reconcile their differences and work together, not only to conquer K2, but to survive the attempt. I hate the back of that particular description because they are best friends. They're not, and like any best friends, they butt heads a little bit. But this makes it sound like they're
like frenemies or something. Yeah.
So, here's what this movie's about. Michael Biehn and Matt Craven are buddies.
Do you find his name hard to say?
I do. That's why I say Biehn.
Yeah, it's either Biehn or Biehn or Biehn.
So I say it quick, and then I just blame it on the other person for not hearing it right. So he's like a hotshot attorney, and Matt Craven is like a freaking nuclear physicist or something.
Okay.
Anyway, he's a scientist. And on the weekends, they're climbing buddies, right? Mm-hmm. So it did say on the back of the box that during a training session, they meet up with these guys that Michael Biehn happens to know. There's, spoiler alert, there's an avalanche. 2 guys on this team that's training to go to K2 get killed, and all of a sudden they need replacements. So in comes Michael Biehn and Matt Craven's character, Taylor and Harold. So we cut to the Himalayas where now they're climbing K2. There's some drama. Matt Craven's wife, she's read all the books, Killer Mountain, Savage Mountain. And the wife, by the way, is the actress that played Kobai in Rambo 2. But so anyway, it's they wind up in the Himalayas. Taylor, played by Michael Biehn, is a more skilled mountain climber, and I guess this is the part where they're saying that they're kind of butt heads, and so basically there's some drama that happens on the mountain, and only 2 guys then are picked to make the summit, and basically Michael Biehn is saying, well, you got to go with your strongest climber, that's me. Matt Craven kind of gets...
What else was Matt Craven? Because that name was very familiar.
So Matt Craven plays, he's in Crimson Tide. He's one of the officers in Crimson Tide with the glasses. And horror fans will recognize him, I believe, from Happy Birthday to Me.
Okay.
I think he's the guy that gets the shish kebab in the throat. And he is Raylan Givens' first boss in Miami in Justified.
I got him. Okay.
Which also connects to another actor in this movie.
Maybe I don't have
Who's the actor?
I'm thinking the other
Is
guy.
his name Claiborne too? That might be his real name because he plays Philip Claiborne in this movie, but I think his last name might be Claiborne. He plays Arlo Givens, Raylan's dad.
Okay, that guy. Yes, I
Yeah,
can
he's the billionaire hotshot that funds the trip to
okay.
K2.
I really should watch that.
But listen, here's the thing. The climbing footage is awesome. The soundtrack, if I'm not mistaken, it's been a minute since I've seen it. I think the soundtrack is basically like Pink Floyd's "Shine On You Crazy Diamond," like the entire album.
Wow.
But picture
Wasn't expecting that.
picture that bitchin' like slow, kind of sexy sort of guitar with like these long shots.
Okay.
I think some of the rock climbing shots, I'm guessing here they filmed like Joshua Tree. Maybe because they were supposed to be training for Mount McKinley. I don't think they actually went to K2 obviously to film this. I could be totally wrong because there are some cool shots of like the Tibetan porters that they usually hire for these types of expeditions. And my guess is they got some of that footage from. I mean, hell, it could have been Afghanistan at the time this was made back then. You know what I mean? But at any rate, just for beautiful scenery, mountain climbing footage. The storyline is cool enough, but this is one of those that I could put on while I'm working and just hit mute.
I know you're
gorgeous to look at. But if I'm being honest here, probably my favorite Michael Biehn role. Because let's face it, he kind of gets typecast a little bit. I mean, you've got Hicks and you've got Kyle Reese, and I'm trying to think of other stuff that he potentially was in. He was he's a Navy SEAL in The Abyss. I don't know. He's pretty good in The Abyss. I really liked him.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But I love his. There's a cool arc. With his character in Harold. It's a good buddy movie. You know what I mean? So definitely
I would give it a shot.
Check out K2 if you're into that kind of stuff. If you're into the wild, what's the one? Was it Alive? Was that the one about the
the plane? Yeah.
Those types of sort of survival movies. There's a little bit of that. It is one of those that's fun to watch in the wintertime because it makes you feel cold. There's a couple scenes that are pretty awesome. So I would practically guarantee, though, that there's a lot of folks that haven't seen this one. Track it down. I don't know how hard it is to track down. I've obviously got the DVD. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, but if you can find it, it's worth a watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, so comment below. Let us know what you think of K2, The Widowmaker. Wait, no, that's a submarine movie.
The Ultimate High.
K19, The Widowmaker is the correct movie, is what I was thinking. Yeah.
Right. Just go to the K sections. Go to the K sections and just go in alphabetical or numerical order from there and start.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, start with K2.
Yeah.
So, all that being said, thank you again for being here. Again, like, share, subscribe. Those that are subscribed have stayed subscribed. We appreciate you very much.
Absolutely.
And
remember, at the Mom and Pop Video Shop, our love of...
Hold on. Time Bomb. Starring Michael Biehn Bond and Patsy Kensit.
It never stops.
Mom and Pop's Video Shop.